Hi, people. It's Ed with Free Circle. Hope you're having a good Friday afternoon. This is our closing for the week. We're going to touch a little bit on, of course, the Supreme Court. You know, tomorrow we should know either way if Kavanaugh is going to be confirmed or not. You never know. You just never know on these things. So, anyway, you know, during my younger days, I never really paid attention, nor did I want to pay attention to politics or what the role of civics was, the three branches of government, and blah, 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 blah. You know, heard enough of that in grade school, and here we are all these years later still talking about all of this. Well, it's very important. The way our lives are structured around the system is very important for people to understand. So you can go to supremecourt.gov and study what the court does. Get involved and see. There's some good information on the courts. You can listen to oral arguments, audio transcripts of the court proceedings. And, I have not what it takes to be a judge or an associate justice. This is drooling work, and you really have to dive into some textbook stuff to be on the court. So it's not an easy job, and it's a serious job. I feel that this is one of the most serious jobs in the three branches, because this really takes and weighs the balance of what is going to become law as written by our Congress. These people interpret the law, and that matters. So, as these laws are written and then there are disputes, these people dig in deep and they find out where things set. So these people have lifetime appointments. However, a lot of them retire because of age, and that's honorable. So if we understand and recognize what the court does, it's really a unique position to be in. And this is historical. When you watch placement on the court, that really dictates what direction the nation is going to follow for the next several years. So all of the bickering and the debating and arguments, they are needed. It takes some time to figure these things out once in a while. And that's why these proceedings have to go on. And if there are questions, those questions should be answered. So, yeah, sometimes these proceedings can take a while, but it's the job of the Senate to make sure you got qualified individuals that are at the people's best interest. And when they place these people on the court, it's heavy. I mean, you've got to think where these senators are, and they've got to look at both sides, and they've got to come to a decision that's going to matter in everybody's life, not only in the United States, but around the world, because obviously everything we do here in the States, it ripples out to the world. So our court is very important, and the people on it are very honorable people. So it's a position that not a lot of people pay attention to, but what they have to contend with and what they have to decide, that's some really heavy burdens right there. And for us to sit back and mock these people, what they do, it's easy. We're armchair pundits. So to really look inside these people's lives and understand the work that they do and how it affects all of us, that's a big burden on them people. And it's honorable, and that's why they have the position. Excuse me. So our court, 9 justices make up the current Supreme Court. One of them is a Chief Justice and 8 Associate Justice. The court is right now under Honorable John G. Roberts, Jr. He is the 17th Chief Justice of the United States, and there have been 101 Associate Justice in the court. So that's what we're dealing with. And the members of the court right now, excuse me, let's see. You got Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Anthony M. Kennedy, which I believe that's the seat that's up for grab right now. John G. Roberts, which is the Chief Justice. Clarence Thomas, excuse me. Stephen Breyer, Elena Kagan, Samuel Alito, Sonia Sotomayor, Neil Gorsuch. So you've got a court that's very important in all of our lives. And excuse me, my throat is dry. So the court really does play a significant part in our lives. And it's up to us to realize what type of roles are being played in our government. I'm seeing a lot of people upset at the proceedings, and there's a lot of people that get upset, and they don't really understand why these proceedings happen and why they take time. And the outcome, that's up to the senators. And hopefully they do their job and diligently look into everything. If they don't do this, well, it's not doing a good job, and they should be doing their job to their fullest. That's why they have a lifelong appointment. However, you don't want our senators to be dragging these proceedings out for super long periods of time. If there's accusations, those accusations should be thoroughly looked into by, fine-tooth comb. You have to look at everything. And if that does take a little extra time, well, maybe that has to happen. But they are set to decide, I guess, tomorrow. So they are debating still. I just kind of got off of it, and I wanted to do a dialogue. So, yeah, this is an important time in history, and a lot of young people get tied up into other things, and they don't realize how long the court will actually play a role in their lives. And they need to pay attention to who is being placed on the court and the whys. And sometimes that's hard to really look into and study about. So, yeah, we've got some issues, and we need to really study them. So, we've got Brett Kavanaugh going to replace Anthony Kennedy. The vacancy date was July 31st of 2018. So, I don't know. It's time to get this over with and get a nomination picked and somebody put on the court, because the court will go into session, and you want a court that's able to do its job the proper way. And the 9 individuals on the court is meant for a reason. And we need different types of judges on that court. We need women, we need minorities, we need people of all race. That way everybody gets representation in the court too. So there's a reason the court is made up of these debateful minds that really question everything and study what they do, because when they write their opinions, they're around for a long time, and their opinions that they write are subject to scrutiny by a lot of individuals. So this is one of those times that I look at with fascination and awe. I do care which way it goes. I do have my opinion, but I don't have all the facts. So my opinion is based solely on the facts that I have accumulated. So what these senators have outweighs my opinion tremendously. However, I do care who gets put on the court, because not only is it your court, but it's my court. And I believe in the rule of law. And I care that everybody gets treated equally, and everybody is held to the same account. And when we get a diverse court with diverse opinions, we get a good, fair, and balanced America. And that's what the court is there for. The court does the American people in the world just outstanding service. These people are honorable, and that's why they have to be scrutinized. So whatever happens, it happens. And I put my faith in the senators. And, I want to have faith in my senators. I want my representation to be honorable and distinguished. So the court matters, people. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back Sunday. Of course, I take Saturday off. I don't do much on Saturday. I enjoy talking. If you have comments, concerns, you can leave them in the comment. You can email me at freecircle@mail.com. And anytime you feel like you want to talk, jump in and I'll unmute you. Anyway, thank you for joining the Free Circle Fireside. Thank you to Dialogue for the awesome platform to get your voice heard. And I wish everybody well. Ed, Free Circle, out.